Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Um, yeah, I remember the last video that I did, which was my first video. I had poked you about that. But first of all, I want to thank everybody who made some comments on my first video, and you professionals too that got me back in line. I appreciate that. Sorry, my finger's in the way. Um, yeah, and all your great comments. It's wonderful. I do remember talking about this in that first video. That's called a current limiter or dim bulb. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that has made these. I suggest you go to them and find the one that you like the best and make one. It's cheap, inexpensive, and fun to build. This appliance is plugged into just a regular 120 wall socket. Okay. All right. Then we put a bulb in here, and then we plug in this appliance, which happens to be a power amp. All right. And the purpose of this is that when this draws current from the wall, or from the dim bulb, when this draws current, it draws a lot of current right off the bat, and then it settles down. The bulb will show that to you in brightness, but in brightness should just go way down to just a very dim filament in there. If it stayed really bright, then there's probably something wrong with this amplifier, and you'd want to shut it off pretty quickly. So let's turn this one on. Here we go. I think I've got everything set up. Here we go. Let's watch the bulb when I turn that amplifier on. Okay, it lit up very bright, but it went immediately down to just a glow. That's kind of telling me that there's no shorts in this, or long pants. Dad jokes. It doesn't guarantee it, but it's a safer bet that there is no shorts in this amplifier, because we had a nice glow right there. I'm going to shut the amplifier off. If this were a tube amp, amplifier, a variac is a must. What happens here is you turn the voltage up a little bit at a time, and you watch it, or you put it on a meter to make sure. And what this does is brings the voltage up to your appliance very little bit at a time, to make sure that you're not blowing up old capacitors or whatever device that might be in there. And you would have the dim bulb also online with this. I am not a true technician. I am just having a fun time in retirement. So anything that I've showed you here, if you're going to practice that, do it yourself. But I suggest you consult the experts that are on the tube. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to follow up on, was the dim bulb. My mother used to call people that weren't too smart dim bulbs. I love you, Mom. God bless you. See you sometime in heaven. Everyone be good. Thank you. Be safe.